Okay, so this is the dreams and realities of the Soviet childhood in 1933. So what is the dreams means here? So here we can see this. Okay, my family is a lot there. So this is just this is the one of the person's view was given. Okay, so we can see this. So we can see here how this Russian Revolution was brought out. So that was given as a studying. Okay, even this uh, factory peoples, factory peoples who are working in the factories, their children are getting separate education. So it is the duty of the factory to provide the education for the people. Okay, even their children are got. So many schools are established for the children of these factory people. So who are working in the factories, workers people. Okay. Next is see here the Stalinism and collectivization. So this is the developments taken place after Russian Revolution. So Lenin was there. Lenin finally he became the first president of independent Russia. Then after that, Lenin slowly, so Lenin has developed all these factories mainly. So many basic needs are developed by the Lenin. Later, next after the Lenin, so independent Russia was there. The second important leader after Lenin, so Lenin was died. After the death of Lenin, so next Stalin was came into power. So Stalin, he became as the declared as the president of Russia. Okay, so Stalin has so his name is just Joseph Stalin. So Joseph Stalin, he has developed a lot of things in the Russia. So first one is mainly the 5-year plans. Okay, 5-year plans were there. So 5-year plans are mainly developed by this Lenin. Okay, it's called just 5-year plans. 5-year plans means what? Whenever a new government is formed, so first 5 years we have to give importance for that particular field. So that is called as the 5-year plans. Okay, 5-year plans. So this concept was first developed by the Russia. So Joseph Stalin has taken forward these 5-year plans, and lot of developments are taking place in the Russia. Okay, we can see here this is the Joseph Stalin. And very important thing is when Joseph Stalin was there, so he became once again monarchy. Okay, monarchy of Russia. So it just is called just monarchy. And in the World War II, in the year 1939 was started. 1939 to 45, World War II was started. So in the year 1939, so Joseph Stalin was the president for Russia. Okay, many developments are taking place. So at the time of World War II, Joseph Stalin was there, and he has prepared the largest army in the World War II also. Okay, and what are the developments taken place? The developments done by this Joseph Stalin means, so he has followed a separate development that is called as collectivization. Collectivization. Okay, so collectivization is nothing but so group of people, group of farmers. So in the Russia also, we can see number of agricultural land. So large quantity of agricultural land can be seen. So we can see these peasants. So peasants and workers, they have formed this Russian Revolution. Now he called for collectivization. Collectivization nothing but so the agricultural farmers, they must unite their lands and work as a single one, as a collective. Collectively they must grow the crops. So like that. So from this collectivization, what is the benefit means? So labor will be decreased, and also some sort of income is increased, and expenditure is reduced. So these are the benefits of this collectivization policy. So this is one of the economic policy. Okay, so this is developed by Joseph Stalin. Next, so just we move on. So here we can see this poster during collectivization. So it states that we shall strike at the Kulak working for the decrease in cultivation. So cultivation was reduced, but whenever collectivization was developed, so then what will happen? The collectivization increases the agriculture. Okay. Next, if you see here, the peasant women being gathered to work in the large collective farms. So here we can see here how the peasants are working. So if you, this is the large extent of land is there, then all the peoples are collectively working in the land. Okay, so this is the increasing of this agriculture. So agriculture was completely increased. Okay, and next if you see here, so official views of the opposition to collectivization and the government responses. So here there are two views are there. Collectivization, whether the collectivization is good or it is whether it is good for the agriculture or not. So the we can see these different views. Okay, and next so here also we can see a newspaper, peace and newspaper. So they have published about this collectivization and also developments taken place in the Russia. Okay, next global influence of okay, just okay, we'll continue this one later. Okay, so just some of the last topic is there. So for today this is enough. Okay, yes, so